What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. We had a tough one. Got matched up with Red Onslaught. For those of you guys that don't know who Red Onslaught is, one of the original hardcore war clans from way back in the day. Lots of war wins. Very good clan. Um, Random matchup. Was a very small war. 20. We'll go through and show what they did to our bases. Very small war. 25 versus 25, and they had a pretty good town hall advantage, but obviously they didn't have an 11 town hall advantage. So not a great performance at all by OneHive, and a good performance by Red Onslaught. So congrats to them. Looking at here, you'll see that we have a couple attacks left, and we have bases that were not even hit. I'm not sure what happened. I wasn't in the war, so I wasn't like watching like I normally would be to sort of give you a recap of the flow of the war. But just a poor performance coupled with a disadvantage town hall wise, and it got pretty ugly. So again, just is what it is. You know, it happens. Hopefully, we bounce back from this one and sort of wipe it off our radar. Let's watch some attacks though. VIP taking on number 3, Town Hall 11 action, and getting the 3-star done here. You'll see on the right side a couple of minions going down. One of them gets wiped out, just replaces it. I think that's the only place he's got started. Yeah, it's the only place he got started right now. Letting that sort of create the part of the funnel, and then on the bottom here, same thing. Red bombs out there. You know, people trapping those things. They know what people are going to try to do. They know they're going to try to put some, when they have a free area as far as like nothing can attack it in the air, they throw down some red bombs just because they know people are going to take advantage of that. So good defensive move there. And again, just letting some of this trash building get out of the way, getting set up for the push, getting set up to go into the base and start trying to take out that Eagle artillery, those inferno towers, all the stuff that really matters. Let's see here. Still archers. What times 2 here? There we go. Finally drops in these bowlers once some of the trash gets out of their way. They know it's not going to wrap around the base. Drops in the healers there on top of them, and just a whole bunch of bowlers moving in. He does have a few miners that he's got for the backs or for the side too. Heroes all go down: King, Queen, Warden, everything right up the middle. The poison spells for the CC troops, and then here comes the rages, trying to get through those CC troops, trying to get through those inferno towers. That Eagle artillery, it's going down. Boom, real quick. Nice job there. It's down. Everything's sort of looking pretty good at this point because nothing's really walked. I mean, he had a few bowlers, a few miners, oh, goodness gracious, a few bowlers walk around the outside, but very few. Most of his troops got right to that core, right where he wanted them. And he did go ahead and drop the miners in there. You see on the backside, let them sort of come through, start taking out some of these defenses, and just helping out where the flank, where the weakness is for those from those bowlers. So the main group right through the middle. Still have healers on there on that golem. It's doing a little bit of tanking. Once it gets back to full health, those healers will peel off. But just a few defenses left, really. And look at that large group of bowlers with the healers. Again, that golem getting out front. That's always nice, getting a little bit of extra tankage. We'll go times 2 here because it's going to slow down a little bit as these bowlers walk around the outside with a few miners there backing them up. And the queen's still, let's see, is the queen? No, queen's down. No, yeah, queen's down. Warden is still up. But you know, the warden can actually be a pretty big help there, especially with the healers on him. He can do some tanking, and the bowler's going to get the rest. So nice Town Hall 11 3-star by VIP. All right, let's move on to a Town Hall 10 attack. Chris taking this one out, also with bowlers, but really mostly miners on this one. A lower level Town Hall 10, just the level 1 Inferno towers on this one. Looks a lot like my base right now, pretty much. Well, he's got the wizard towers and some of the archer towers upgraded, but it's a pretty low level Town Hall 10 nonetheless. Comes in, bowlers on the top, bowlers on the bottom, and up the middle, just letting them create that funnel, push into the base here. But again, the main force on this one is the miners. He really just wants to get in here, take out the queen, take out the CC troops. Probably we'll get to this Inferno Tower as well. And then right here on the left side, you see the big group of miners coming through. They're just going to wrap their way around the base. You know, don't have to worry about them as far as creating a funnel. They just sort of do their thing and they go through. He's got a few heal spells to take care of. I think you see the queen there getting onto the Inferno Tower finally. These bowlers did walk around. They had the healer on them though. So they actually got pretty good value out of that. Unfortunately, that air defense starts taking out that healer, and that's that for them. Up top, you see the miners going through there. They get onto that Inferno Tower. It's about to go down. Luckily, the queen still has healer on her, so she's getting a little bit juiced back up right here. Not really taking any damage, luckily. The bowlers still moving through the top side. They're not, you know, they're so sneaky. They just sort of wrap around the space, and you're almost not even paying attention to them. And they're just taking out trash and defenses alike. Queen finally gets through this wall, uses that ability in just a moment, gets to the wall, helps out with a few more defenses, and the miners sort of do the rest. Beautiful attack. Really crushed that base. Really liked it, Chris. Good job. A little bit of a mass attack, but hey, that's part of it right now. There you see a couple of goblins going down there at the bottom, taking out those collectors. Queen finally does go down, and now the miners have to finish off this mortar, which is no problem right there. Booyah. Nice 3-star. Okay, moving on to some Town Hall 9 action. Down here to Sloffles, and we're just going to check out like the top 3 Town Hall 9 attacks. This was actually a 9.5 that they had. They had a few 9.5s this war, quite a few. But you know, those are still 3-starable by Town Hall 9s, yet they bring a solid attack like Sloffles does right here. Dropping in golems on top and bottom, healers on the golems, so they're taking damage, all the damage, and the wizards are backing them up, and the healers are just sort of keeping them healthy as they move in. So there you see the baby dragon on the bottom. Nice little funnel creation there. Everything is pretty much set. Wall breakers go in, wall gets opened up, and the queen goes down immediately. Wizards are stepping up, the queen's stepping up. They're going to start taking out some of this defenses pretty rapidly, with the king coming in as well. Rage spell takes him out, jump goes down, and here come the CC troops. I've seen more and more people use minions in the CC. They're pretty good. I mean, they're not bad. They couple it with like a baby dragon or some Valks or something like that. It can be, you know, they just put out a lot of damage very quickly, especially if you have a lot of them. So might want to give that a try in some of your CCs. It does work relatively well. I mean, not like it's, you know, a huge thing any CC these days, but it does work pretty well. There you see the hogs coming in from top and bottom, just sort of, you know, again, covering the flanks. You know, the golems in there is doing most of the tanking, so the hogs get to kind of slip in unnoticed. But that Tesla popping obviously got onto the hogs and did quite a bit of damage there. Bowlers and the queen are getting backed up by some hogs on the bottom. He does have 5 hogs left, so he can really be patient here and just sort of wait, let these troops move forward, let them tank as much as they can, and then slip the hogs in on the backside at the last minute and get the 3-star. One more heal spell still left for those hogs. Here you see coming in up top, and as soon as they sort of take out a couple of these defenses, you see, again, the golem get huge value for those golems up there. Nothing was hitting those hogs until they got in range of the cannon, but there's the heal spell. Take out these last 2 defenses, and that is going to be that nice 3-star by Sloffles. Didn't have a whole lot of troops left, but had enough to get the job done. So that's all that matters. Look at that core. All those 5 bombs in that core. Once you get something in there, your hogs are in pretty good shape. Builder hut down at the bottom, had to go collect. All right, a couple more here. We're just going to move down the row. Check out King on number 15. Doing it with some Govajo. Very nice job here. I want to mention very quickly that I was going to do Coffee and Clash today, and I just ran out of time. Those things take like the longest amount of time, but I know I'm behind on my Coffee and Clash. There will be one for you next weekend, so hang in there. Won't be long. And hopefully this weekend we might get a Mrs. Jake video, you know, Clash in the beginning with Mrs. Jake. We've been behind on that. So we'll see if we can get one of those recorded, get you updated on her base and how her progress is going. Queen's going down on this one. Healers on her, just sort of stepping into the base. That sweeper being a little bit annoying, but nothing too bad because there's only like 1 point defense on the queen. So can handle that really easily. Once that storage goes down, he's got the hog going in here to grab the CC lure, pull that out. And then let the queen take care of that sweeper, which is nice. So now the healers can really focus on her. There's the poison spell. Get kind of flanked. Those troops kind of got around that poison spell. It really wasn't a very effective one. Goes ahead and pops the queen's ability. She took quite a bit of damage and had to go ahead and pop that rage down just to keep her going. You know, you see the healers there took some good damage, but everything worked out in the end. There's the test wall breaker. A few more coming in, opens that compartment up, and now the queen is free to walk in there and start doing some more damage. Wizard up top, taking out that army camp. That's a nice funnel break there. Pretty much ensures the queen's going to go where he wants it to. And then on the right side, you see the golem going down with a couple of wizards, getting set up to go the main push right there, the kill squad, going in with the Valks and all that on the right side to get that queen, get everything taken care of. You see some giant bombs going off up top. Unfortunately, this queen's got nothing to keep her alive past that that rage. She's already used the ability, but the rage was just in time. Sort of pulled her back from the dead there. She was in trouble, had a lot of point defense, had that giant bomb weakened her up. And right there, you see the king goes down. Unfortunately, he goes for a walk with a few of the Valks, but the main little group of Valks did get in there. The jump spell was there. It did allow them to get in and take that queen out, fortunately, because he had to have that down. If everything had walked there, it would have been big trouble. But with the queen in the core, the Valks in there doing their job, the king doing some tanking up top, and now the hogs slipping in on the backside. This one's pretty much in the bag. Does have a heal spell for those hogs, just sort of waiting. Nice and patient. There it goes down, taking out some of those bottom defenses. There you see the giant coming in. Probably could use that giant a little earlier, but might have forgot about it. Might have been off his scroll bar. Who knows? But the Valks are still doing work, the Queen's still doing work, and the Hogs are cleaning up these last few defenses. Still has that King's ability, pops it right there, and that is going to be at the last defense and the Town Hall going down. There is the 3-star. Beautiful attack by King. Really nice. All right, one more, guys. One more. We're just going to drop down another spot and check out P4, taking out number 16 and doing it in the air. That's a pretty cool attack. There you see the air defense close enough that you can get 2 of them with 1 quake spell, which allows for a nice double zap quake. Takes 2 of those out, and now he's going to start in with the dragons up top, right on that queen area. You know, it's going to take that out. He's going to be, you see the baby dragon create the funnel, and just be nice and patient with his dragon deployment, knowing that they're going to be sucked into that queen's area. As soon as she takes a few shots, they're going to lock on, and she's going to be done for. A few balloons backing those dragons up as well. Once they get to where they're doing a lot of the tanking, those balloons can kind of sneak in and do some good damage to those defenses. So all that up top going well. You can see here he has a couple of lava hounds. He's got loons. He's got his heroes still. He's not even deployed. And there's the baby dragon coming out of the CC. That's going to allow them to take out that balloon, but the dragons come over, the poison spell's down, and that is going to be a little bit of cleanup on the CC there. Nicely done. Again, more balloons, and now the lava hounds coming in around the bottom side of the base. Just letting those tank. This is just turned into a lot of loon at this point. Taking those out again, as you can see, the hero's not even deployed yet, so that's pretty interesting, the way he sort of held on to them in this attack. But they're still there, and they're still obviously going to get some value out of those heroes. More last lava hound coming in from the bottom here, and more balloons. There you see a little bit mini Tesla farm. Actually, it's a full-blown Tesla farm on the bottom. That's the really only threat left of this base. The dragons are going to be doing cleanup duty for a bit. But right here, as this last lava hound gets in there and explodes, everything is just closing in on this last air defense, closing in on these Teslas. And they pretty much get the job done. You see the queen's taking that fire from that expo, I believe that's pointed down. And right here, the last Tesla goes down, and then the expo is pretty much helpless. King's doing the tanking on the left side there. Queen's wrapping around, a few balloons chasing in there. Black bomb going off, but the queen takes out the cannon, and now it is on to that last archer tower, which goes down, ensuring the 3-star for P4. Awesome job, man. All right, guys, there you go. Again, rough war. Congrats to Red Onslaught. Excellent job by them. I will be streaming tonight, guys. If you missed the stream today, which I did stream at the end of this war, check out the stream. It's going to be me and Mrs. Jake. She's going to be in the war. It's the Clash Babes war. Who knows what we're going to do. We're going to probably check out one of her attacks. It's going to be just fun, chill, probably having a few drinks, listening to some tunes, and watching some Clash of Clans. So be there tonight. I will tweet out when it goes live. Probably will be around 8:30, 9 o'clock Central Time when the baby goes to bed, because it'll be me and Mrs. Jake. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.